Los Angeles police today named a man and two women as suspects in the murders of actress Sharon Tate and four of her companions last August. Two of the three, Charles D. Watson and Patricia Kernwinkle, are in custody. Police said that a third, Linda Louise Kasabian, is at large. Police also accused them of being involved in the murders of a Los Angeles couple the day after the Tate slayings. They identified the suspects as members of a nomadic hippie desert commune and said they did not know their victims.
Guys, I got my first letter back, and it just so happens to be from Charles D. Watson. So, if you don't know who Charles D. Watson is, he is known as Tex from the Manson Family. He's one of the Manson family members that actually helped murder Sharon Tate and I believe Jay Sebring. And he also, the next day, participated in the murder of two other people. So, soon after that, he was caught. I believe in 1971, he was convicted of those murders. So he's in jail for life. Now he's 77 years old. All of this happened, back in the late 60s. So he's been in jail for a while. Shortly after going to jail, Tex had turned to religion, and he still stands by that to this day. He works through this church now, just because he's super religious. I'm not exactly sure what it's all about. I haven't looked all that much into it, but that is where I found his mailing information and stuff like that on that website. So if you guys want to write him a letter, I mean, there's his address right there, and more than likely you're gonna get something back. I sent this out maybe a week ago, and I got it back really quickly. The date shows that it was sent back maybe 4 or 5 days after I had sent it out, and unfortunately the first 3 days of waiting and I received my own letters. Come on. So let's get to opening this thing, see what's inside. He did spell my name wrong. He spelled my street wrong. So I don't know if he just wasn't paying attention. But it is handwritten, so that's kind of cool. Even though it's, even though my name's written wrong, it makes me sad. But let's get to opening this thing. Try not to rip anything inside. Alright, so it looks like we got a couple things inside of here. The first thing I'm going to pull out is going to be, it looks like a little kind of calendar. And on the back is some religious steps, if you're interested in that. And it looks like on the front, if you look closely, that's the website that he works through. It shows his name and everything like that. So yeah, the site is called aboundinglove.com. I'll have to look into exactly what they're about and stuff like that, but it seems to be the church that he works through while he's in prison. So the next thing that's inside, and it does look like we got a handwritten letter, which is sick. That's really what I'm looking for. I'm really just hoping that these serial killers, or whoever it is that I write, I hope that they will write me back and it be something a little bit personal, and then hopefully at the end have a little signature. But the next thing that I pulled out is a pamphlet, it looks like. So that's the inside. That's a picture of Tex. And on the front it says, "Choose life or death, a message from a former Manson family member." That's what that looks like. So I'll show the front, middle, and back so that you guys, if you want to read it. I'm not going to read all of this on camera. Here's the inside. And then that's going to be the back. So just skimming over it, it says 8 steps to a new you. So it looks like maybe these are the steps that he originally had followed to become the person that he is today, which is awesome because, I mean, life's just about bettering yourself and, you know, stuff like that. So with everything that he went through, being real close to Charlie Manson, and I mean, that's a whole nother story. I wish he was somebody that we could write, but unfortunately he is dead. But there's a lot that like kind of goes into that, where a lot of people say that Charlie Manson was in the MK Ultra experiments, where the government was like feeding him like LSD and different types of drugs, and he got in and out of prison so easily, and then, you know, they showed him how to form a cult, essentially, which is what the Manson family was. And, you know, from there he led them to do exactly what they did. So, I mean, there's tons of conspiracies. That one I personally kind of believe. I have no idea though. I'm just a guy. But I think it's interesting, and the fact that this guy, he's been in movies, he hasn't, but his likeness has been in movies, and there's been documentaries and all these things about him, and to see him write back to me, that's pretty awesome. Speaking of movies, let's take a break for a second. If you haven't watched Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, go watch it right now. It's a long movie, but it is amazing. And I mean, it's been out for like 4 years, so spoiler alert, but it kind of shows what would have happened if the Manson family had chosen the house next door. And that's just to like sum it up real quick. I mean, it's a little bit more detailed and stuff like that, and you get to know these characters, but super awesome movie. And, you know, it'll give you a little bit of a background of, you know, who these people were. But I'm going to pull out this, it looks like a handwritten letter. I'll show this off real quick. So this is the handwritten letter. And it looks like at the bottom we have his signature, so that's awesome. Like, that's what I'm most excited for, is to get some of these guys' signatures and stuff like that. But I'll read it real quick. It says aboundinglove.org, so that seems to be the place that he works through. I don't know if he gets something for promoting it or what that case is. I couldn't speak on that. But let me read the actual letter. So it says, Dear Tyler. So it's obviously handwritten specifically to me. I don't know what the details are, so let's read that. Thanks for your letter. I appreciate your outreach to me. On my website, I answer many questions. Some things I comment on, others I don't. Some I will in the future. On the site, you will find the truth about it all in my books and brochure. If you go, take the time to read them. I don't know why that took me so long to read. It got a little bit chicken scratchy. Not that I don't want to answer. I have already answered your questions right on the site. You'll be in my prayers. Signed, Charles Watson. So it's pretty awesome that it's actually handwritten. Like, I'm super excited for that, and super grateful that he took the time to even write me back, because I'm sure someone like this is super popular, and like, I don't know, I just did it by chance, and a lot of these guys I did by chance, and I do want to hear back from them. And, you know, some of the questions that I ask, I do want answers for, but I don't expect much, because a lot of these guys are super popular. With Tex, what I had wrote him was, I did ask about the MK Ultra experiments and the LSD and Charlie Manson, like using drugs to kind of control the Manson family. I'm just super interested in that, and how are you gonna know unless you talk to somebody that was involved with it? And I mean, he may not know the answer to that. He may not have seen the other side or known the truth. But I wanted to give it a shot because I think it's interesting. And I had also asked if maybe he thought he was going to get released anytime soon, because I did see one of the ladies that was involved with these murders. She was actually released, I think it was this year or last year, late last year. So I asked him if he thought that that was a possibility for him. But maybe he answered these questions already on this website. But that's something I'll have to look into more. So we'll see on that one. But basically now I'm waiting on all the rest of these letters to come back. I'm super excited with anything I get. I mean, it's like my birthday when I get these letters, just because it's somebody that, if they were on the outside and like you're reaching out to them, it's not somebody you would want to talk to, but knowing that they're locked in this place, they can't get out, I don't know, it's different, where you kind of want to reach out to them and you feel some sort of safety net of reaching out to them and stuff like that. So I want to have these people changed. Would they go back and do something differently? Because some of these people actually are like psychopaths, and nothing can change that. But somebody like Tex, I like to believe, at least from what I've seen, is he was severely influenced by someone like Charlie Manson, and the guy gave him a place to live. He gave him drugs. Life was maybe easy for them. I mean, I don't know. I wasn't there, but I don't think Tex is somebody that is gonna, if he was to get out of jail, do I think he's gonna go and murder somebody? No. I feel like he's the type of person that could change the way he lives his life. So I think it's all very interesting. I like the murderabilia aspect of it, having these guys' signatures, like, who knows when, like, he's 77 years old, so you don't know if he'll, die soon, or, so luckily I was able to get the chance to hold on to a little piece of that. And I'm a signature guy. If you look behind me, I like my signed stuff. So anyways, I really appreciate you guys for watching. Tune into the next video whenever that comes out. I don't know. I'm gonna be making these as they come, so this could be a long series. I'm not sure, but we'll see. Hopefully I get some good ones back, some good writings back, some information that I could give to you guys. And if you guys have any recommendations for people that maybe you want me to write to, let me know in the comments, and I will try and write to them. I'll look into them, see what they're all about. I'm super interested in this stuff, not just paranormal, but I'm interested in this stuff. So just let me know down below if there's somebody that you want me to write to. I'll write to them, and I'll post the video. So if you guys like this video, make sure you like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.